Takara Tomy.
Takara. Takara? Tomy Takara. Oh! Short opening, but not too bad.
Naruto Shippuden Gekitou Ninja Taisen EX3
Go, Naruto Shippuden. Gekito Ninja Taisen EX3. Hello, it is me, Bio. And that's what we're playing today. Look at that, Sakura's on here again. What a surprise. Can't give the spot to anyone else, can they? It's got to be Sakura. I think there is other characters, but you could at least set it as random for who's going to appear. You know, not have Sakura greet you every time you start the game up. It's a bit, you know. Oh, would you want to see her? I wouldn't. Let's go straight into a bit of versus. Now, you will be immediately disappointed with this game. So, here you go. This is the characters. This obviously I've got a save file. All of the characters are unlocked. I prefer this style of choosing characters. I don't like the one in Revolution 2 where it's like kind of like a each character is a diamond and you moving around on it's just awkward. This is better. This is much better in terms of selecting a character. You just up, down, left, right. You know, you don't have to go in 20 different dimensions. I'm joking, but it's if you go and watch my video of Clash of Ninja Revolution 2 and have a look at the character select screen for that. It's just not good. There's other games, other anime games, other fighting games in general that have a character select screen like that, and it's just not good in my opinion. This is much better. Just a simpler. You know, it's a character select screen. You don't need anything special. This is perfect. You know, you got who you can pick in the middle, and then once you bring your cursor over to them, you know, your selector, it comes up with a character on your left-hand screen and the right with the second player. So, perfect. Don't need anything more complex than this. Now, the reason why I'll say you'll be disappointed with this is look at the new playable characters we've got. We've got next to nothing. But then I'm not surprised because what does this game cover? This game covers the arc that features Hidan and Kakuzu. That's what it covers. So who are you going to have as playable characters? You're not going to have many new ones, are you? You know, they've decided to bring over Kurenai Yuhi and Baki from Revolution 2 as playable characters. Asuma was already playable, so it didn't really matter there. And they've also decided to do the same as Revolution 2 in terms of letting Naruto and, you know, post-time skip Naruto and Sasuke playable. And they even brought over Yugino. Was it Yugino? Yu-Gi-Oh? Whatever her name was. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh, wasn't it? As a playable character from Revolution 2 as well. And in my opinion I know she is a canon character, so maybe that's why they thought, oh, she's a canon character. But you could have brought over the other, because the Japanese, this is a Japanese exclusive game. The Japanese didn't get a chance to play as the other 4 filler characters exclusive to Revolution 2. They could have done with EX3. They could have had another side story mode where they translated the story from Revolution 2 for Japanese audiences and allowed them to be playable characters. It would have included an extra 4 playable characters, which you may go, oh, but then it won't look right because you've got 5 on each line. Yeah, that means you have to figure out another playable character to have. And I can tell you how you could easily fill it right now. Do you know how? Sakura. There you go. I've done it for you. Done it. Or what you could have, so you could have had what I mean is you could have had post-time skip Sakura and then had a post-time skip version of all of Team 7. Or you could have actually had Awakened Hinata as a playable character, as she is also another one, isn't she? Well, hell, you could have had Second State Sasuke and One-Tailed Naruto as playable as well. But I digress, it doesn't matter. But I just find this lineup disappointing compared to EX2. EX2 added a bunch of new playable characters, great. This one hasn't really added much. So we're just going to have to play as the new characters. have to play as the new characters and a few other battles as well. So Kurenai. Let's have a go up against Hinata. Yeah, why not? Okay, so do we have random as an option? What stages have we got then? I doubt we'll have any new stages. No, doesn't look like there's really any new stages. Wow, okay. No, there isn't. There isn't any new stages. Okay. I like this stage. Let's pick this. Why do they go back to that? Oh no, that's from the EX2, isn't it? I prefer the I know they're showing them on talismans, but I prefer the one from Revolution 2. Let's see how difficult this one is. Actually not particularly difficult. Genjutsu. It's funny because she actually never uses that jutsu in the anime, by the way. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She never uses that jutsu in the anime whatsoever. It was created specifically for the games. Now, I do admit, I believe that she does a jutsu similar to it, but not exactly the same in the anime, but much later after that jutsu had been created for the video games. Like, we're talking like Shippuden. I'm pretty sure in one of like the filler arcs in Shippuden she uses it. Or something similar to it anyway. Let's have a go with Baki Maki. Who do we have Baki go up against? Let's have Gara. We're doing the Sand Village. But look, in terms of EX2, there isn't really much different, is there? Because like, you compare the difference between Revolution and Revolution 2, there's quite a big difference, you know. Revolution 2 has it's like a filler arc, doesn't it? So. Oh, he got me. Alright, so we get to see Baki's special. Okay, he just goes yat. Yada yada. Kind of expect him to say that. Yada yada. So he's just like a bunch of punches with his like wind style technique. Okay. Let's see if Yu-Gi-Oh is any different in this game than she is in Revolution 2. I don't know, let's have a go against young Naruto. We'll battle on the bridge. There we go. Bing. Time. Whoa. No, it's the same technique. I guess you could say that they would have to find a Japanese voice actor for these characters. The new ones I'm speaking of, obviously. Still, I feel like the character roster's a bit more fleshed out in Revolution 2 than it is here. Even though I guess this is Shippuden and that's Naruto, but still. I feel like it's more fleshed out here. There really is only two other characters we can play as. Obviously, you've got Kakuzu. Let's have him go up against... Yeah, let's have him go up against Sumo. Actually, no, it's not. Is it Sumo he goes up against? No, it's Shikamaru's Hidan. I think who Kakuzu... I know Kakuzu goes up against Naruto, yes, I know that. But who does he go up against before then? Screw it, let's have him go up against Choji. Why not? We'll do it in the sand. Dun. I personally think the Revolution series is superior to this. The only game that is superior, there's one game that's superior. The one game that's superior for the Japanese Shippuden Clash of Ninja releases is Special. What the hell? See what Kakuzu's special is. Seeing as the characters have not really put much of a fight up. That's that. Killed deep fried. Nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. Exactly like I like it. Okay. But yeah, no, what I'm getting at is, in terms of like the games, the Wii, Naruto, Clash of Ninja games, I personally think the Revolution games do it better. Just from what I've seen, obviously I haven't played Revolution 3 yet, but from what I've seen, Revolution was not too bad. It had a decent amount of cast for a starter game, even though it's technically a port of 3. But it's not just a port, is it? They enhance it, add a few more characters. Same goes for Revolution 2. And I just find it with EX, it's just the first EX game didn't have enough playable characters. The second EX game had more playable characters, and yeah, it's better, but then we come to the third one and it's just barely any new playable characters. So it's just how I feel. Oh no, this one. Yeah, I like this stage. I wonder where my boy Hidan is. Kakuzu straight up died, pretty much. No, yeah, Kakuzu pretty much... No, yeah, Kakuzu did die, didn't he? Hidan can't die. That's why I'm curious of what happened to Hidan. Nice try. Get you in mind, though. Nice. That's you done, my. I'm sorry, Shikamaru, but you're done. There you go. That's all of the new playable characters. Yeah. What else? You know, what else? I don't know. What are the characters? Has the big battle between Sasuke and Deidara happened yet? I don't think it has. Has it? We can have a look, can't we? I don't think it has. Just to see if Deidara's special has changed. I don't even remember what Deidara's special is. Go in the snake place. Yeah, just go and Orochimaru's heart out. Against Sasuke!
少しは壊しがいがありそうだな。復讐の邪魔をするなら容赦はしない。いざ尋常に1本目始め。
You missed there, boy. Oh no, he just uses spiders. Okay. Well, obviously, if it was the new one, it would be that big one. He drops down and explodes. Well, there's not really much point of playing further. Like I said, we've seen all the new characters, haven't we? We've seen what the new characters have to offer. You know, all the new characters. You know, some of the existing characters might have new specials, but no way of determining which one, you know, what they are. So, I think that'll be it. Like I said, it plays exactly the same as EX2, but I'm disappointed because I think there's just not enough new stuff to warrant another game, really. Obviously, I said, well, how many new playable characters have we got? You know, how many? We've got Kurenai, that's 1. We've got Baki, that's 2. We've got Yu-Gi-Oh, who's from Revolution 2. Now, I'm not going to include Naruto and post-Naruto, time-skip Naruto and Sasuke, because they're playable anyway in the previous games. So they're not new characters, even though they're now playable in the EX series, it doesn't mean they're new characters. And then you've got Hidan and Kakazu. So you've got 5 new playable characters. That's it. 5 new playable characters. Nothing. It's not warranted. It's not warranted of a new game. In my opinion, anyway. It's like, look at the Storm series, right? The Storm series does it great, you know, by the Ultimate Ninja series. They cover enough events after each game, in my opinion. With one exception. There's one exception. One exception. The one exception is Ultimate Ninja 4. That's the only one. But what did they do with Ultimate Ninja 4? They didn't make it a shorter game, did they? They put a filler arc in there instead. That's the only game that I feel like not enough time. So if they did, in my opinion, if they did, it's too bad for you Americans because you never got to experience Ultimate Ninja 5. In my opinion, it should have been Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, and 3. Perfect, not a problem. Plenty of playable characters, plenty enough, you know, stuff to happen by then. Ultimate Ninja 4 happens. I don't think we should have had Ultimate Ninja 4. Probably should have just skipped it and had Ultimate Ninja 5. No, was it Naruto Axel 2? I said, you Americans got Ultimate Ninja 4, you never got 5, and I feel sorry for you. I wish you would have been better off not getting 4 and getting 5 instead, because 5 is a much superior game. It covers up until they try to get Sasuke back again. So it covers 2 arcs of Shippuden, which is fine. It has plenty of playable characters. Not only does it have the playable characters from the original Naruto, it also has playable characters from Shippuden. It's got plenty of playable characters, so it's pretty good. And then obviously with Storm, the first Storm retold, it was like a retold the. It plays, or probably played different than the original Ultimate Ninja, but they only had one game, didn't they? One game to tell the story of Naruto against Storm, and then Storm 2 didn't retell the events of Ultimate Ninja 5, did it? It continued it and covered the Pain arc, you know, with Pain's arrival and whatnot. I forget the actual names for the arcs sometimes. You know, you look at Storm 3. Storm 3 covered quite a fair bit. You know, Full Burst, in my opinion, was fine. It was fine having Full Burst. It was just more of an expansion. Same as like Road to Naruto. What was it? Road to Naruto? Road to Boruto expansion for Storm 4. It's fine. You know, Storm Generations didn't really need to exist, but I think it was just they needed to have a game every year, didn't they? Really, it was required. It came to a point where they had to do a new game every year. But at least with Storm Generations, you know, you had every single. Whereas in Storm 2, you had pretty much mostly just Shippuden characters. Storm Generations bridged the gap between the original post-time skip Naruto and Shippuden Naruto. You know, the characters from both. And then obviously, in my opinion, Storm Revolution was great because you got to be able to customize you picked your ninja. Mine was Might Guy, and you were able to customize how he looked. So anyway, I know it's just me going off on a tangent, but I just like to make a point. It's like Storm games, generally speaking, or the Ultimate Ninja games, generally speaking, are pretty good. Pretty good. Like I said, the only exception, in my opinion, where a game didn't really need to exist, and I know a lot of people would agree that Generations shouldn't exist, but I still think it was fine. Generations, in my opinion, it was Ultimate Ninja 4. But even with Ultimate Ninja 4, they at least had a filler arc to try and flesh the game out. So, whereas with the EX games, it's just not enough. I felt with the Gekito Ninja Taisen, But the thing is, the very first Clash of Ninja game didn't need to exist, did it? Because it had like fucking 8 playable characters, excluding the other forms. You know, excluding Sharingan, Kakashi, and fucking nine-tailed Naruto. So right off the bat, the very first game in the Clash of Ninja series shouldn't exist. They should have started with Clash of Ninja 2. Like I say, Gekito Ninja Taisen 3 and 4 are fine. EX didn't have enough playable characters, in my opinion, at the start. They should have just skipped EX and did EX2 and 3. And even in my opinion, they should have just skipped 3. They should have been EX2 and then Special, and that was it. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed a bit of Gekito Ninja Taisen EX3. Either way, this has been Bio, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta.